Hey music lovers, I'm Tim Nichols with the Christian Rock and Metal Collective, and today from Girder Records, for the first time on vinyl ever, we have Audio Adrenaline, Don't Censor Me, and Some Kind of Zombie. Some Kind of Zombie is one of my favorite Audio Adrenaline albums. I was super excited to see this come out in vinyl. So let's go ahead and check out some of the details. Are you ready? All right, so here we go. Again, Some Kind of Zombie is absolutely my favorite Audio Adrenaline album. This has more of that alt rock, sort of like the Jesus Freaks era of DC Talk, but the artwork, of course, matches the CD cover. And then on the back, you're going to have that really beautiful large font for the song titles. I actually tend to leave the shrink wrap on my covers just to protect them, but if you want to see a little bit, it has a little bit more of a flat cover there. It doesn't have that shine like this does, but really nice. Also, it comes with this insert that has the band lineup. Of course, Mark Stewart, William McGinnis, Bob Herdman, Ben Sissel, and Tyler Burkham. And then this was produced by John Hampton. And then, of course, it was remastered in 2025. It gives you some guest vocal performances and just some different information about the album itself. And on the back, it gives you a lyric sheet of all the songs. Chevette is a great song. Some Kind of Zombie is the title song, and it's the best song on the album. Blitz is amazing. 14 kids in an old church. Awesome. The Lighthouse, which is sort of a nod to that old Henson's tune, The Lighthouse. Really cool, just excellent. Every single song on this album jams. It has that really nice 90s rock sound, really gritty and crunchy guitars. It's definitely a change of pace for them. This is one of their earlier albums, and I absolutely love it. And of course, the record itself comes in one of these static-free sleeves, which I really like, but check this out. This is beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous green. Just love the album labels they put in the middle that just give you that extra pop of color. And then when you get to the other side, you can see right here, each one of these are going to be slightly different. Let some light hit it there and just give you some. It's not so much translucent. You can't see through it like you would in some of the translucent vinyls, but still, this is so nice. Excellent. And look, the labels are different on each side. So you get a little bit of an extra reward when you flip the album over. So that's kind of cool. That looks more like the album cover itself, and then that is just a different picture of the band side B. Excellent album. And of course, you know, I have the CD, and the CD, this is the original first pressing CD. It's got some of the artwork in there, just really cool. I love this CD. I've had it for years. The artwork on the back of the CD obviously matches the artwork on the back of the album. Really cool. Now, Don't Censor Me. This isn't my favorite Audio Adrenaline album, but it is very good. Got some good songs. Of course, it has the big hit, Big House, that tends to transcend time. But this has more of a traditional DC Talk sound. It's not like rap. You can definitely hear those DC Talk vibes. This was on Forefront Records, as was DC Talk, so I'm sure that probably had some influence on it as well. But this one also comes with an insert, and this insert has some information about the band. This is a 2024 remastered edition by Girder Records, and it's going to have some special thanks on there. It's going to have the lineup of the band. This lineup is slightly different than this one. We don't see Tyler Burkham on this lineup, and we also don't see Ben Sissel on this lineup. Matter of fact, we don't have a drummer listed at all, so I don't know if they hired a studio drummer or what they did there, but their new guitarist in this album is Barry Blair, so I'm not sure what happened with the lineup there, but you got your lyric sheet in the back, really nice. And now let's take a look at this vinyl here. And this one, of course, is also in a static-free sleeve. I really like it. And this one is kaboom. Look at that orange. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this one also is not translucent, but it's very nice. Has the bound hands from the cover in there. And then when we flip it to the other side, you can see that this has the full album cover on it. So just really nice work. Now, one thing I did notice about these is they do tend to be a little staticky in the background, but I also noticed when you put them in these anti-static sleeves, you hear a lot of crackling and popping. Sometimes when records come from overseas, they'll have some static. So if you have like a static removing brush or something like that, it may be a good idea to use. Another thing that I use faithfully on all my records is a Vinyl Buddy. You'll see that on the top corner of this screen here. That thing has been clutch in removing lint and dust from your records. The sound is really good. The sound is really crisp and clear. But again, there is some background noise on both albums, a little bit of a crackling, but I've got a feeling that that's just static and that can be dealt with a static brush. Maybe I'll order one of those and review it, but these are pretty epic. And of course, I have the CD. And the CD has the same record cover, lyric sheets, and this is the original CD, the bound hands that you see on the label on the record. And then the back artwork looks like this. And then of course the back artwork on this one looks exactly the same. So Girder didn't play with the design as much as he normally does, although this is a little bit different. You can see the song layout's a little different, the font is large. Also, one thing I absolutely love about Girder records is they give you that big font on the spine of this record. It really stands out and you can see it very clearly. I love that. That is just so cool to me. So good job, Girder Records. Absolutely love these. Listen to them both. Really glad to have them both on vinyl. So I hope you enjoyed that review of Girder Records, Audio Adrenaline, Don't Censor Me, and Some Kind of Zombie. I have a ton of Girder products. I absolutely love this company. I love the record label. I love what they're doing in bringing Christian music back to the forefront, especially Christian rock from the 80s and 90s, and even a little bit touching into the 70s with some of the Petra stuff, but they are doing some great work. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple videos on the end screen that you can check out of some things they've released before. Some of them may be sold out at this point. These are still available, but they are limited to just a few hundred pressings, and then once they've been pressed, generally speaking, that's the last time they do them, and they won't come back again. So get them now while you can. Be looking for new releases from Girder Records. He's always releasing some amazing stuff. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on.